Welcome to the tight and twisty R. Kelly International Raceway here in Nova Scotia. This is a very interesting track to race on. It provides a lot of close racing, to be honest with you. The just overall feel of this track is the twisty nature of it. This is a home race for Blue Flare Motorsports, and they grabbed the pole with William Brock and Madeline Myatt's third. Kyle Schock Jr. a little further back in, Kyle Schock Jr. is a little further back there, if you know what we mean. And the biggest news item now is just coming off the American 700. You have a long way to go here. A couple of drivers were a little bit worried in their hotels in Halifax, and they really wanted to get some points out here, and a lot of cars wanted to get out of the qualifier. Zachary Fitzwater won the qualifier. Jeffrey Finguy in his new ride with Durban Sport got out of the qualifier as well. Good to see him out of the qualifier as he's replacing Ethan Moore, who had sponsorship issues with Orange, and Orange left the car. The car's been renumbered 92, so it's all a nice big throwback. Anyway, let's go to the race. William Brock leads the field down to the green here of 40 cars, down to the green here at the R. Kelly International Speedway. Green flag is out, and away we go here at R. Kelly here, the 1.9-mile track here in Nova Scotia. And it's going to be a very interesting race. It's Alex Allen's fighting on the inside. This is BFM's home race, so I'm sure BFM's going to really want to do well here as Madeline Myatt's already going for the lead on her teammate, William Brock. It's a BFM 1-2 over there as here comes a couple other cars in the field. There's Jeffrey Finguy back in the 92 for Durban Sport. Haven't seen that on the track in a long time. In a car that looks very reminiscent of the car that he had a pretty serious accident with a number of years ago at Road America, as Madeline Myatt leads this race over William Brock in second position. Third now is Eugene DeMax as he's working his way up the orders. Alex Allen, our pole sitter. Oh, crash further back. And I heard a crash further back. That's Jacob Hart. He's way up in the points, and Hart's going to fall all the way down to last position. Wonder what happened to Jacob Hart. Yeah, three wide really doesn't work here, and Nathan McCain just dumped him with Sean Angel there, and around he went. Despite Zachary Fitzwater winning the qualifying race, Fitzy is not doing very well here in this main race. Neither is Petronas Hondas. They have been pretty slow here at R. Kelly. One of these tracks is not exactly the easiest to get around here, but you will see there also Tristan Wilhoit, second in points, not doing well. Where's our points leader, Kyle Collins, leading the American 700? He's not doing great here either. So it could be a big points day for some of these guys further back. Jacob Hart, Wilhoit, and DeMax off the track. And he's going to fly off the track and lose a number of positions here. That's not good for Eugene DeMax. And actually, William Brock had gotten Madeline Myatt again here, so we're going to take a look and see how Brock did that. So yes, William Brock here. Madeline Myatt's going to definitely overcook it entering turns 2 and 3, and Brock's just going to slide by on the inside. Very veteran move by the team leader of BFM, William Brock, who has been very much outshined by his rookie teammate, Madeline Myatt, back there. However, on lap 3, we would have a stack up here as Ryan Griffin would turn Tyler Thaber around, and Jacob Hart, Ben Atkins, who made it in through the qualifier, and Mifune Sanjero, who made it in through the qualifier. All three FPMs made this race. FPM was looking very stout in the qualifying race. FPM made it in, would all get collected in that incident. And Jacob Hart's big point lead, or not point lead, but his big points advantage up at the top of the chart in third position is going to fall down quite a ways. Tyler Thaber did very well in the American 700, is going to lose quite a bit of ground as well here. So, Madeline Myatt retakes the lead here. Yeah, Maddie just sticks it on the inside of Brock and makes it stick right there. Brock's going to fight back, but Madeline Myatt just gets a lot of power down the straightaway. So we've already seen a number of lead changes in this race between the two BFM drivers at the front of the field. However, Brock is going to try and fight back on the outside there, but not going to make it stick as the 11 car takes back over the lead. So we've already seen in 4 laps, I think, 3 lead changes. Lucien Ekdahl has been very concerned about the performance of the Durban Sport team, and considering he's running 4th position, I don't exactly think that's warranted anymore. Ekdahl's having a pretty good run today, as we're looking a little further back. There's contact there between Arndt and Kyle Schock Jr. as we go through the field a little bit. I thought I heard maybe an incident further back. Maybe I was crazy. I think I was crazy. Ooh, yes. Problems for Eugene DeMax. He had a tire going down. Tough break for DeMax. However, now William Brock is going to lose 2nd position to, well, actually, maybe not lose 2nd, but he's battling really hard. Ooh, runs them both off the road. Alex Allen and Brock go off the road. Here comes Ekdahl to try and make the position up here. Ekdahl's going to get 3rd away. And now we've got Ekdahl trying to get 2nd position away here as we go to this really cool blimp cam we've got here. It's a stationary blimp as they rocket down the straightaway here. They're going to have to try and avoid Tyler Faber, and Brock does a great job using Faber as a pick. And, well, not a whole lot Ekdahl could do there. However, Ekdahl now is fighting back on the outside of Brock here. Going to make it very, very interesting and close here as Brock is doing his best to keep 2nd position away. Ekdahl looks very strong in that car. Meanwhile, Madeline Myatt's loving this because she's getting away pretty easily there as Ekdahl gets in position. They're all trying to lap Tyler Faber here, and Nathan McCain's becoming a factor in this race as well. Ooh, Finn guy way off the road, ran it way wide down there. Is going to lose a couple of spots in his Durban Sport car. They're bringing him in because Ethan Moore apparently had some sponsorship issues with Orange, and Orange decided to bail on him, on the team. Ethan Moore having a lot of issues. Ooh, there's Callium Lucis in the other Durban Sport. Great day for Durban Sport, believe it or not. Yeah, so Ethan Moore bailed on the team, and they were having a lot of issues with Ethan Moore. So, not exactly sure what they're going to do with Finn guy in the car, or what's going to happen with Ethan Moore. Lucis got a little bit squirrely there, and Don almost paid the price for it. Meanwhile, Madeline Myatt is being held up by Jacob Hart here, and this is what Lucien Ekdahl's loving here. In 2nd position as Maddie's being massively held up here by one of her championship rivals. Remember, Madeline Myatt's 5th in points coming into this race. And now Maddie Myatt finally gets by here. This is, I think, the best I've seen, the most complete effort so far I've seen out of Madeline Myatt. This is a track where we were maybe circling Madeline Myatt to do well on, and she's seemingly doing that today. Lucien Ekdahl, however, would continue his chase down of the driver of the 11 car here, Madeline Myatt, and Ekdahl is looking quite a bit quicker than the 17-year-old rookie in the 11 car, who's trying her best to hold off Ekdahl. However, at this rate, I think it's pretty much inevitable that Maddie's going to lose that spot to Ekdahl here, as here comes Brock actually coming up the order here, as is Alex Allen there, and Nathan McCain doing a good job as well. Kyle Bisceglia, however, would experience a bit of an issue here, as he would blow up here and have to try and make the pits and drive it into the pit wall, and that's Bisceglia's race over. So tough break for Kyle Bisceglia. He was having a miserable day in the first place. Battle between William Brock and Alex Allen. Looks like Alex Allen's going to pull off the spot there. Very, very good move there by Alex Allen to get up on the outside of Brock there, but now you've got Ekdahl right up on Maddie Myatt there. And Maddie Myatt's just going to try her best to hold off here. It's an easy but a difficult track to pass. This track takes a lot of guts to make a move on. And, well, I think Madeline Myatt's got enough of skill to block very easily. She's better at passing than blocking, but Ekdahl's a little bit more conservative when it comes to his passes. However, on this track, it does take a lot of guts to make the move. A lot of moves are made because of pitting or because of off-track excursions. But Madeline Myatt's pitting right now. This is a bit early to pit, I believe, actually. Noah Hart's coming in, Will Hoyt's coming in. So we are seeing the earliest brigade coming out in pit road. So maybe Madeline Myatt sees something in the strategy that maybe others don't. Meanwhile, this puts Lucian Ekdahl in the lead of the race. However, Alex Allen now is chasing him down for the lead here. Alex Allen, if he pulls some pretty miracle pit stop off, Alex Allen could come out of this with the lead. In fact, with this track, pit strategy and track position can be a big thing here at R. Kelly International Raceway, as this track is very interesting to see what pit strategy can unfold here. Madeline Myatt had a very fast pit stop here, and I think Madeline Myatt could be a serious threat as this race continues on here. As we go up the order, pretty much everyone should be pitting for the most part. Not everyone is coming in. Ekdahl did not actually. I don't think Ekdahl came in. Ekdahl's staying on another one. No, Ekdahl's in. Ekdahl's in. I made that mistake. Sorry about that. And here's the race off pit road between Madeline Myatt and Lucian Ekdahl. Looks like Maddie is not going to get Ekdahl here, so Ekdahl does come out with the lead here. Had a faster outlap than Maddie Myatt did, or had a faster inlap than Maddie did. And now Madeline Myatt, though, even though she has tire heat, I think Ekdahl is going to be able to hold her off here. So it was a great pit move by Ekdahl. Whoa, Madeline Myatt let that really stand out there. The car trying a very aggressive strategy right now is William Brock. Brock is the current leader. He hasn't pitted yet, obviously, but I'm thinking Brock's going to try a pretty decent or interesting strategy here where he might cut an entire pit stop out. Brock, Angel, pretty much no one else is trying this. A couple cars stayed out an extra lap. Ooh, problems for Scott Roush. I wonder what happened to Roush. So yes, Roush is battling alongside the 8 car, and he realizes he needs to pit and drives it into the pit wall. And actually, this would bring out a temporary virtual safety car. First time we've seen one in a year on these road courses, and virtual safety car means no passing was allowed for a lap on track while they got Roush off the track, but they were allowed to maintain distances. So after the virtual safety car, Madeline Myatt continued to go back to racing Lucian Ekdahl. And we're just seeing some very interesting racing here as William Brock is doing his best now. He's coming down pit road, however, with Sean Angel in second position. Jacob Hart, despite being a lap down, is coming in. Fourth is Ryan Matthews. He was not running well in this race so far, and he's up to fourth position. He's going to stay out another lap to see how far he can stretch fuel here. I think Ryan Matthews is going to try and go without one total pit stop, which would be very impressive. Meanwhile, here comes Lucian Ekdahl in comparison to William Brock. Brock is going to be held up quite mightily on pit road there. There goes Brock. Oh, a lot of cars are going by Brock and Angel there. Actually, Angel's going to get Brock there on the pit road exit. What a move by Angel. Wow, what a great move by Sean Angel there. But Brock's going to get back on the outside, but flies off the track trying to make the move stick. Ryan Matthews would pit from the lead here. We're going to see how this strategy pays off for Matthews. As now, Ekdahl went off the road and gave the lead to Maddie Myatt and Alex Allen. Looks like I heard a crash further back. I think, whoa, that's a Kyle Schock Jr. way off the track. We'll take a look at that in a second here as Madeline Myatt leads over Alex Allen. Ekdahl just put 2 wheels off the track, and both Alex Allen and Maddie Myatt fought back. Here comes Alex Allen now up the inside of Myatt, and 3 wide for the lead on a road course. On a road course, Maddie's fighting back here, and that's, wow, they made that stick. That's a great move by Maddie Myatt to get out of it, because they wouldn't have made that work had Maddie stuck her nose in there. As, Alex Allen's fighting back on Ekdahl. This is very close racing here as Ekdahl's fighting back on the inside. Alex Allen's fighting back on the outside. It's all about forward bite, and Alex Allen seemed to get it there, but Ekdahl rather got it there, but here comes Alex Allen fighting back on the inside. Oh man, what racing here out of R. Kelly International is. Ekdahl's going to force Alex Allen way wide there. Man, this is thrilling racing here out of this track. Kyle Schock Jr. would go way off the track just by himself here and would bring it back under control, thankfully. Now Madeline Myatt's under threat by Nathan McCain as we're seeing the 2 leaders are battling again. Now Alex Allen's got the spot. McCain's going to get third away from Madeline Myatt, and now Noah Hart's becoming a factor in this race. Hart setting some of the fastest laps. Well, no, Ekdahl's setting the fastest lap of the race right now. But Hart's setting some very quick laps compared to the cars in front of him. Ooh, Alex Allen slides way wide, and gives the lead to Ekdahl here. Ekdahl's going to try and get back on the track before McCain gets to him. McCain's going to get second here. Great racing here out of R. Kelly International. However, Alex Allen's fighting back all over the rear end of Nathan McCain now. And McCain's going to slide it a little bit wide there, and I think Alex Allen got a much better run there. Alex Allen uses the bumper a little bit to get to the inside of McCain. Madeline Myatt's fighting back, and Noah Hart's catching her. But, ooh, the four's got the outside and is going to take second back. And now Lucien Ekdahl is losing time to these two behind him, so it's going to be another three-car battle at the front of the field. This time it's going to be Ekdahl, Allen, and McCain at the front of the field. So this is going to be interesting, as now Madeline Myatt's under threat by both Noah Hart and now Roman Rahal. Rahal doing his best to try and hold up the position here in 6th position. However, Ekdahl would pit a bit early here. I think Ekdahl might have a tire going down, actually. So, race leader Ekdahl with problems. So, probably the fastest car of the race so far is in the pits a bit early here. Oh, that doesn't look good. I just saw this battle on track here as you're seeing Jessica Shelton doing her best to thread the needle here in front of DJ Curtis, Jeffrey Finguy, Callum Lucis, Gabe Senna, and Kyle Collins. This battle's really heating up here. Kyle Collins, of course, a hometown hero here in Nova Scotia. BFM is also based out of here. Don't know if I mentioned that earlier or not. So it's a two-car battle at the front of the field between Alex Allen and Nathan McCain, and McCain is trying his best to chase down Alex Allen. McCain is doing a great job here. Meanwhile, both Noah Hart and Roman Rahal would be the next two cars on pit road. So it looks like actually Madeline Myatt and these cars are actually extending their fuel runs a bit, maybe to make up here. Nathan McCain and Madeline Myatt would pit a couple of laps later here. I'm looking for where the 4 is. I think the 4 stayed out again, so Alex Allen staying out quite a ways in this race. Alex Allen would stay out for 3 more laps as the Koenigsegg of Tyler Faber does have issues with his car here, as Alex Allen would bring it down pit road here on lap 24 going on to 25. Lucien Ekdahl is in the provisional lead, but he just went way off the road and I think just gave it to Noah Hart, actually. Actually, maybe not. I think it's actually Nathan McCain is the provisional lead if he can beat Allen out of the pits, which he's probably not going to do, looking where Alex Allen is on track. Oh no, yes he will. McCain is going to take the lead here in comparison to Alex Allen. So McCain's now the leader of this race. However, these two are going to make this battling once again very interesting as McCain fights back, or as Allen fights McCain pretty hard here. Problems for Joshua Michaels, tough break for him. Looks like he got some damage there. Ekdahl once again would slide off the road, so I think the handling's falling off on the 39 car as Nathan McCain's the provisional leader. So I think everyone in front of him has pretty much come onto the pits here. Brock is in the pits now as McCain is going to take the lead here. I think the big loser on that strategy was Madeline Myatt. Madeline Myatt lost a ton of time there on her pit cycle, and it looks like that car's fallen off the pace quite a bit as well. So here's the running order after the second set of pit stop cycles. Nathan McCain, Alex Allen, Noah Hart's up to 3rd. Nick Pericles, Roman Rahal, Sean Angel, Lucien Ekdahl, Tristan Wilhoit, Jessica Shelton. Gosh, I really screwed that up. With the fastest lap of the race right now, actually not the fastest lap of the race, but is currently the fastest car on the track. Madeline Myatt, Charles Sanford, Callum Lucis, Kyle Collins, Jake Baskinger, William Brock, DJ Curtis, Gabe Messena, Ryan Matthews, Nicholas Vernier, Zachary Fitzwater, Aaron Perkins, Kyle Schock Jr., Christian Vanderpesch, Washer, Art, Dodd, Paulson, Saarinen, Sanjero, Atkins, Gurian, Vincent Allen, not Thaber, and that's the running order right now. The gap at the front is closing here, but the car I'm really watching here is Jessica Sheldon, as there's Wilhoit coming in. Wilhoit's on a very alternate strategy here. Jessica Sheldon is very, very fast on this track right now, except she went off the track last time. She lost a lot of her advantage, and the car that's really losing the handling is Ekdahl now, as we're seeing Madeline Myatt now is, I think, going to make mid-speed of Ekdahl coming up here. However, neither of these cars are as fast as they were earlier in the race, as two Koenigseggs in front. Well, actually, Madeline Myatt's about as quick as the Koenigseggs. Definitely not as fast as the three main leaders, though. Noah Hart once again is going to pit early here. Noah Hart, normally the king of fuel saving and trying some other stuff, but Noah Hart not trying that today here, as the race is heating up in the front of the field, as now I believe Alex Allen is continuing to hold off. Nathan McCain, actually, they've had to swap positions. I can't remember, honestly. Nathan McCain and Alex Allen have been swapping the positions so many times in this race. McCain would pit on the next lap as Vincent Allen is going, or Alex Allen's going to catch the lapped car of Vincent Allen, his nephew, and Vincent's not making life easy for him. And what's Alex going to do here? Run him wide, it looks like. Very aggressive move there by his uncle to his nephew. Maddie Myatt and Jessica Sheldon would be the next two cars on the pit road. Very interesting pit strategy here. They're sticking with their original strategies as well, as Alex Allen is going to go longer, it looks like. Oh, problems for Jeffrey Finguy. He would grenade the motor in his car, come down pit road, and fall out of the race. So not a great start for Jeffrey Finguy's Durban Sport career. Tough break for him. And actually now Tristan Wilhoit, second in points, would have a big issue here, as he's battling with Noah Hart here, and would lose control of the car and back it into the wall and fall out of the race, or at least have to get a tow back to the pits, but his race chances are pretty much over. Tough break for Wilhoit. 6 to 7 laps after Noah Hart pitted, Alex Allen would pit, so now we've got and Sean Angel for that matter, so Angel's trying a crazy strategy here. Not sure what DJ Curtis is doing or how he got to third, but he might be on that same kind of insano strategy here. No, he's not. He's on a different one. And that's very impressive here, because I think Curtis is going to end up taking the lead in this race here. Yes, he will. So DJ Curtis is your leader in this race here, as here comes Nathan McCain. He's going to be fighting with Alex Allen here, and I think he's going to definitely get to that position over Alex Allen by a long shot here, as Noah Hart is actually going to be challenging Alex Allen now for that position. And then a little further back, you got Pericles, Sanford up there, Rahal. Another bad pit stop by the BFM Brigade, getting Madeline Myatt out really slow, and actually has been screwing over William Brock too, so BFM needs to invest in some better pit crews, to be honest with you. DJ Curtis would bring it down pit road from the lead here. Very impressive showing there, as McCain is going to take the lead here, the Road Atlanta winner. Takes the lead fair and square there, and he has a big lead over Noah Hart and who is it? Alex Allen there, as they're stuck behind Vincent Allen and Moshe Gurian, as they're going to have to try their best to get by some of this pretty intense lapped traffic here in front of them. However, now Noah Hart's even short pitting even earlier here to try and get new tires, so Hart's back down pit road again. A lot of pit stops in this race, because this track does eat up tires, and it seems like Rahal's doing the same thing. They're running really hard on their cars for a very short period of time, but they're burning out their tires in the long run, and they're thinking that they can get out there as quick as possible, just keep changing tires on these cars. Nathan McCain is now pitted, as Colliam Lucis has issues with his car. It looks like he's got same issue Finguy did with engine grenading. Tough break for Lucis. At the same time, Tuomas Serna would grenade the 38 car, so tough break for the CJ Racing driver. This is how pathetically slow the BFM pit crew is that now Madeline Myatt is battling with cars. She was up at the front of the field and has a car that's probably fast enough to finish in the top 5, but now she's down battling in the lower teens because of how painfully, pitifully slow the BFM crew is. So, and William Brock's taking a tumble through the field because of them as well. So just keep your eye on that. There might be some developments with that team pretty soon, because I'm pretty sure that Johnson Freeman, the team owner, and Ken Kenny Myatt, who's pretty much team director right now, as I think their team director is on sick leave right now. So Kenny Myatt stepped up into that position from just being a driver coach. Isn't going to like the fact that their cars are all really seemingly crap on pit road. And the biggest loss, I think, was Kyle Schock Jr. started in the top 10, and now he's down in the lower 20s. Once again, Alex Allen would bring it down pit road here, and it's going to turn into a pit stop strategy races. I think right now the 84 is in trouble right now, as he had a pretty crappy pit stop here. William Brock is on a different strategy, like I said, but their crews are so slow, you can't do anything with it. So Brock, I think, either comes down pit road this time or stays out. He's staying out. Now this will be interesting. Can Brock get in front of Alex Allen? Yes, he did, but barely. So Alex Allen, so he's almost a full 25 seconds back from the pole. So that just shows how slow of pit stops the BFM team has. So DJ Curtis from the lead is in the pits. He stays out again a long ways. William Brock's in as well, so that's going to give the lead to Alex Allen, who is over McCain now. Pericles is in second, battling with the lap car of man, that's an unsafe release there by Vincent Allen. I'm pretty sure they're going to investigate that one. Vincent Allen right there, that was a very unsafe release there on Nick Pericles, as Nathan McCain is doing his best over the lapped Calliam Lewis's car, who didn't blow an engine, but is very slow out there. Roman Rahal up a bunch of positions as well. Oh, as we go through the order here, yep, there's Madeline Myatt, battling for around 10th. However, somehow, through this pit stop cycle, Sean Angel's the leader, not Alex Allen. They got a very fast pit stop and set a very quick time here. However, I'm not sure what they're trying to do with Angel's car, because his pit stop cycle happened a long time ago. So Sean Angel is going to try his best, and actually, no, he doesn't have any tires right now, and Alex Allen's chasing him down. So Angel's strategy is very perplexing to me. I'm not sure what they're trying to do with Angel's car as he's pitting now. He actually stayed out another lap longer than... Okay, that's what he did. He didn't pit early. He stayed out another lap longer than the 4 car. And while it was an intriguing strategy, it didn't really pay off for poor old Sean Angel here, as he might be a pit stop ahead of some cars, but he's down in 12th position, and some cars in front of him are probably getting ready to pit again. I'm looking at, where's the 18 car? Well, there's Pericles coming in. I don't know where the 18 is. Oh, the 18 fell out. I wonder what happened to the Noah Hart. Noah Hart was the car I was watching. Yeah, Noah Hart grenaded and fell out of the race, so, I didn't see that, but Noah Hart's out. Tough break for Noah. Because of pit stop cycles, it's now a DNC 1-2 now with Charles Sanford up there as the 84 car has fallen way down the order from, well, he's already pitted. I believe the 11 has as well. Yes, the 11's come down pit road along with a couple of other cars around the 11. I believe Ekdal's on that same strategy. Ooh, Brock way off the track and into the wall. Tough break for Brock there. Not doing his pole run a whole lot of good. So Charles Sanford's going to make a pit stop here, but Alex Allen's once again going to stay out here. Roman Rahal was one of the big leaders on pit strategy and got screwed over by an engine. Tough break. Now another FBR car is grenading. That's Jacob Hart's turn to go up in smoke. Is the 19 still in this? Yeah, the 19's still running, but not very well. Bad day for the FBR brigade. Ooh, crash on the track here between Fitzwater and Thaber. They go off the road and off the track. They both go into the wall. Tough break for both Fitzwater and Thaber. Fitzwater was actually doing a good job. Madeline Myatt goes off, and I think that was caused by oil down there as well by Jacob Hart going up in smoke. Fitzwater was doing a pretty good job there, recovering from a pretty bad starting spot. Fitzy, of course, won the qualifying race. All right, Alex Allen with 11 to go comes on pit road. That's a bit of a ways, but I think he's done it before. DJ Curtis, if he stays out, I think DJ is going to go for it. Definitely going to try with one more, with only making one more stop. Actually trying to short an entire pit stop here. Angel, we've seen, can do it. They're going to hope that Alex Allen can't do it now, because Alex Allen is kind of on their same boat. We know for a fact cars like, ooh, wow, a lot of cars going off the track there. Cars like Nathan McCain more quicker. Ooh, there's Jake Baskier going off the track. But Nathan McCain, who has pitted already, is going to need to make another pit stop with about maybe 4 or 5 to go. So here comes Curtis on pit road. Angel's going to stay out again. This is an impressive move here by Angel. Angel's going to definitely try and go for it the entire way here, but he's got to hold off, or he's got to hope that Alex Allen drains a bit of fuel here trying to race, which I think Alex Allen's going to be able to save enough. Angel once again stays out another lap here. We know Angel's going to make it with only one more stop. Can Alex Allen? Alex Allen's already made his stop here, so this strategy might go up in smoke right here. Ooh, looks like Sanjero has issues on her car. Looks like grenaded that motor, maybe. Washer's coming out of the pits here. Ooh, Washer here. Ooh, Washer's getting very aggressive with the 4 car. And Angel slides off the track, and I think Angel's strategy just went up in complete smoke right there. Angel's going to need to pit and hope that he can get some quick laps here just to beat Alex Allen, and that's, I don't think, going to happen. Another guy on a wacky strategy was Nicholas Vernier. He was listed as second for a brief minute there. So Nicholas Vernier with a crazy strategy trying his best to get up the order here, but it's really, I think, between Curtis and Alex Allen, depending on if Alex Allen can save the gas. Alex Allen, this is a big thing here. If Alex Allen can save the gas, he's about ready to lap Madeline Knight. So that just shows how slow that BFM crew has been on that car. Even with this different pit stop strategy, we know Madeline Knight just pitted. That's how bad their pit crews have been. So definitely BFM's got to change that up. However, Madeline Myatt would be coming a little bit annoyed with Ben Atkins, and the 4 would get into her, and around goes Madeline Myatt. That's going a lap down there, but Alex Allen really doesn't have any time for these crazy lap car antics here, and Madeline Myatt's got to be furious with the 22 and the 4 for that matter. And they're really going to put Alex Allen under investigation for moving a lapped car out of the way? That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, but apparently Alex Allen's under investigation for that. That's insane! So Alex Allen started the final lap of this race here at the R. Kelly International Raceway here. He's got a 30-second lead over everybody else because he's the only car that's been able to pull off this strategy right now of staying out late from a big lead here. And even though he's under investigation by the officials for possibly maybe starting at the rear of the grid for the round of Quebec, that's what typically they've been doing, is putting people at the start of the grid, and I believe we're going to see that car that made an unsafe release get a rear of the grid penalty here. But Alex Allen, as long as he can keep that car running, he's going to bring it home with a pretty big victory edge here. And this has been a thoroughly dominant performance by Alex Allen. He's been in, I think, the top 5 the entire race. Alex Allen now comes off, I believe this is the final corner coming up here. Alex Allen is going to win the round of Nova Scotia here. DNC's a Canadian team. The leading Canadian team is going to win the round of Nova Scotia here at the R. Kelly International Raceway. What a showing by Alex Allen here. Second position, I believe, is going to go to, it's going to be a long way back, DJ Curtis. And well, I wouldn't exactly give it to him yet, as Sean Angel is about a full second a lap faster than him. But Sean Angel should come home third, as I don't think he has the time to catch Curtis. And then Pericles will come home fourth here. Fifth position is going to go to, it's a battle between the two other DNCs of Kyle Collins, fifth. Sixth is going to go to Charles Sanford. Seventh to McCain. Eighth is going to be Lucien Ekdahl. And the battle for ninth is between Nicholas Vernier. Great showing by the FPM driver with Vernier. And 10th is going to go to John Arndt. Let's go down to your full finishing results. So Alex Allen, your victor today. DJ Curtis second. Sean Angel third. Nick Pericles fourth. Fifth goes to Kyle Collins. Sixth goes to Charles Sanford. Seventh goes to Nathan McCain. Eighth to Lucien Ekdahl. Ninth to Nicholas Vernier. 10th to John Arndt. 11th to Zachary Fitzwater. 12th to Aaron Perkins. 13th to Ryan Matthews. 14th to the BFM of William Brock from the pole. That's pretty sad, to be honest with you. 15th to Chris Washer. 16th to Christian Vanderpash. 17th to Jake Baskinger. 18th to Gabe Messina. 19th to Madeline Myatt. So BFM has got a long way to go before they win a race. They've got the cars, but their strategy calls were just insane. And I think Johnson Freeman's going to be very upset with that. 20th to Vincent Allen, 21st to Chris Dodd, 22nd to Moshe Gurian, 23rd to Kyle Schock Jr., 24th to Matthias Paulsen, 25th to Ben Atkins, 26th to Eugene Max, 27th to Jessica Schell, 28th to Killian Lucis, 29th to Tyler Thaber, 30th to Tristan Wilhoit, 31st to Mafude Sanjero, 32nd to Jacob Hart, 33rd to Roman Rahal, 34th to Noah Hart, 35th to Tomas Saarinen, 36th to Jeffrey Finguy, 37th to Joshua Michaels, 38th to Scott Roush, 39th to Kyle Bisceglia, and 40th to Ryan Griffin. So leaving the round of Nova Scotia, Kyle Collins is your point leader over Alex Allen by 172 points. They're the only two cars that can mathematically get the point lead after this race because you can only get 202 points in a race. Tristan Wilhoit, Jacob Hart, Charles Sanford, Madeline Myatt, Nick Pericles, Narayan Matthews, Scott Roush, and William Brock round out your top 10. DJ Curtis, Nathan McCain, very quiet runs for both of them on the top of the charts, or toward the top of the charts. Christian Vanderpesch, Chris Washer, Tyler Thaber, Gabe Senna, Noah Hart, Roman Rahal, Aaron Perkins, Sean Angel. 21st goes to Vincent Allen, 22nd to Jake Baskinger, 23rd to Ryan Griffin, 24th to Kyle Bisceglia, 25th to Kyle Schock Jr., 26th to Tomas Saarinen, 27th to Joshua Michaels, 28th to Lucien Ekdahl. Tough drop for Joshua Michaels. Michaels was high in the points before the American 700. 29th to DeMax, Eugene DeMax, 30th to Dodd, 31st to Arndt, 32nd to Ethan Moore, 33rd to Jessica Shelton, 34th to Matthias Paulsen, and 35th to Colliam Lucis. And these are the cars that will all have to qualify next week. Casey Lester, Yevgeny Kuznetsov, William Duncan's not going to start, Zeke Marley, Skylar Johnson, Ben Atkins, Kenny Myatt, Allie Nelson, Jeffrey Finguy, Fitzwater, McKinney, just a bunch of cars that you'd typically expect on down here. So with that being said, we will see you for the round of Quebec at the Drummond Speedway, the only dirt track on the entire series. And